is slippery. Valley.
So I got y'all set up right here.
Okay.
And
Okay.
the mic is on live right now. And I got that switch on. Yep, it's on. Hey folks, the game will be starting in just a couple minutes. Kent Jacob just walked through the door. Roads are pretty bad out there, but he made it here safe and sound. He'll be on the mic in just a minute or two here. Also, our signal that's in South Metro is kind of weak. So if we start getting a drop signal, I'll move it to my phone. So just be patient and know we'll work to get the signal back up again. It's weird. We have nobody watching.
Nobody watching yet?
Which is weird. Yeah. At least not according to this. Oh, I know why.
I was going to say, it's not coming up.
I have it unlisted.
Oh, okay. I was going to
didn't
say,
do that.
I'm
I
looking
don't know
for
how
it.
that happened,
it's not
but
showing me.
so everything I just said, nobody heard me.
Nobody heard. I heard it. Can't
Okay,
heard
now we're
it.
public. Sorry about the delay getting up and running. A game will be starting in just a minute here. We have kind of bad bandwidth in South Metro, so if the signal starts getting hung up, I'll change it to work on my phone. So if that happens, just be patient and know that we'll get the stream back up and running if that happens.
Which one's the phones?
You know what? It's always something, isn't it? So.
Good evening, everyone, from South Metro Sportsplex in Centerville, Ohio. Welcome again to Beavercreek Battling Beavers Hockey. This is Kent Jacobs, and we're going to be facing the Springboro Panthers tonight. This game being played at South Metro Sportsplex in Centerville. The Beavers and the Panthers met earlier this season at the Mayor's Cup, with the Beavers winning 4-0 in that game. They're introduced in the starting lineups. J.J. Lehman, Carson Cox, and Danny Pearl are taking the Beaver blue line. Now Riley Hansen and Thomas Bush. And starting in goal tonight for the Beavers will be Benny Duford. And now the rest of the Beavers take the blue line. And now for the Springboro Panthers, Chris Shearer comes out, number 19. Next out is Ryan Polcotti. A.J. DeRosa, number 5 for the Panthers. And next out, it looks like in goal will be Max Howbolt. Who's that one at the end?
Johnny Murrow.
Murrow, okay. So Johnny Murrow. Okay. And we're behind glass, so we're not going to be able to hear the national anthem, but stand by. They're going to play it over the intercom. So stand by. Benny Duford in net tonight for the Beavers with a record of 12 wins, 2 losses, 1 tie, goals against average of 2.17, and a save percentage of .916. The Beavers come into the game with a record of 18 wins, 2 losses, and 1 tie. And again, these two teams met back in the Mayor's Cup earlier this season, with the Beavers winning it 4-0. The Panthers are in their home this evening. They are in their, looks like, purple uniforms with black trim. And the Beavers are in their white sweaters and black trunks. Normally those are their home, but the Panthers have chosen to wear their dark uniforms this evening. This is their home rink, South Metro Sportsplex. Max Howbolt in the net nearest to us. Benny Duford over yonder, down the way, between the pipes for the Beavers. Puck dropped and we're underway tonight. Friday night high school hockey in snowy Centerville, Ohio. We've had a couple of inches of snow overnight and today. I know any of you folks that are watching up in Minnesota, that's a flurry. But for us around here, it's one of our first significant snowfalls of the winter. Playing 15-minute periods. Here come the Beavers the other way. Riley Hansen shot. Howbolt the save. Rebound is swept aside by the Panther defense. Now Thomas Bush fighting off a check. He's tied up by DeRosa and Polcati. They're all digging at it, coming away with it. Hansen trying to wrap it around. Hansen shot, and it's gloved by Max Howbolt. Howbolt spelled H-A-U-B-O-L-D-T. And we will have a face-off in the circle to the right of the Panther net from the draw. Shot, save. That was Joey Donahue with the shot, and Max Howbolt made another stop. Now trying to steal the puck at the blue line for the Beavers was Elsner. It's now picked up, and a shot on goal by Donahue, and Howbolt the save. 13:51 to go in period number 1.
We're going to get stats from the booth. Springboro, it's a home game for them. They're running, but we talk to them, so they're going to be texting shots, goals, and such.
From the face-off in the Panther zone, Thomas Bush trying to center one. Howbolt down. The puck comes loose, and back is A.J. DeRosa of Springboro. DeRosa flips it in the Beaver zone across the way. Max Howbolt has had to make a couple of fine saves already in this first minute and a half of action tonight. Of course, the Beavers looking to try to win the regular season Swashel title, fighting with the Alder Knights over that distinction. Beavers controlling their own zone. Now starting out to center, here comes Hansen. Shot, save, rebound. It was swept away by Morgan. So that was a big play by Blake Morgan to get the rebound out of the way. Puck shot in front, and they score! The Panthers. I believe the shot was by Tristan Schroeder. I don't know if there was a tip on it or not, but the Panthers take a 1-0 lead. Tristan Schroeder. So the Beavers dominating early time of possession, but the Panthers go down and score. We're 2.5 minutes in, and home-standing Springboro Panthers lead it 1-0. Face off in the left wing circle, back in the Beaver zone, to the right of Benny Duford. Puck cleared back into the Panther zone nearest to us. Back is Polcotti. He makes a nifty move, but is he's checked. Now here's a shot by Owen Huff, and he scores! Owen Huff, a wrist shot from the side of the left wing circle. How about that? We're tied at 1 apiece for Owen Huff. That is his 5th goal of the season. And we're all knotted up at 1 apiece. So Owen Huff, goal number 5 of the season. Play behind the Beaver net. Thomas Bush looks to start out. Bush shoots to center ice. Riley Hansen had it there, and then he's checked off the puck. Beavers trying to start back out.
We weren't up until 7 minutes.
Now Bush checked. Blake Morgan has it for the Panthers. The Purple Panthers. Back comes Schroeder. Tristan Schroeder around Cox. Behind the net. Schroeder trying to center the puck. And that's broken up, and back comes Beavercreek. Bush trying to get around Hatton. Bush centers. It's intercepted, and back comes DeRosa. A.J. DeRosa across center into the Beaver zone. DeRosa trying to center. And that's broken up, and back come the Beavers. 10.5 minutes to play, first period. Tristan Schroeder for Springboro, Owen Huff for Beavercreek, the 2 goal scorers, and we're tied at 1. Puck wrapped around to the right wing side. Huff checked into the boards. Puck loose at the Springboro blue line. Here's Elsner centering. Donahue shot. Stick save by Howbolt. Polcotti for the Panthers trying to clear. Puck does come to the red line. Trying to sweep it ahead for Springboro was Baber, but he blew a tire and hits the ice. Back come the Beavers. Trying to stick handle through Elsner, and he lost the handle. Loose puck, Cam Garris. Garris lost it. Here's Bush. Bush sweep checked away by Shearer. Shot. Blocker save by Howbolt on a shot by Joey Donahue. And since the puck flies into the netting over the glass, that results in a face-off. So Owen Huff's goal a few minutes ago was unassisted. Tristan Schroeder's goal earlier was assisted by A.J. DeRosa. J.J. Lehman for the Beavers lost the handle. Now back is Bush behind his own net. Trying to start out. Bush over the Springboro line. Bush centers for a tip. And that's broken up in front. Riley Hansen trying to backhand it in front, but he's tied up by Hatton. Thomas Bush, right, left point shot, and it's tipped up high and wide by Hansen. Morgan trying to clear, and he does. Back J.J. Lehman. And he's unable to get it before icing called against Springboro. 8:46 to go, first period. Beavers will be right back in action tomorrow evening, emanating from Hobart Arena in Troy to face the Trojans. Dabrowski against Elsner, right wing circle of the Springboro zone. From the draw, Elsner fighting in the corner, is able to pick it up, and then he's stripped away by Wells. Wells then checked. Loose puck, Elsner shot in and out of the mitt of Howbolt. Polcati back for the Panthers, but he lost the handle. Noble chips it back into the Beaver zone behind the net. 8:15 to go, first period. Tied at 1. Here come the Beavers coming toward us. Here's Huff. Pass in front, and it's a shot that's wide of the mark. Donahue, a big check along the boards. And the puck shot behind the Panther net. Shearer trying to clear it ahead, instead has it stripped away by Elsner. Alex Elsner looking to make a play, but his pass is broken up. And as Panther Sterling Dabrowski handled the puck back over the blue line, offside called against Springboro. Midway through the first period of this Friday night action between the Panthers and Beavers. There's a long shot from center by Carson Cox that's wide of the Panther net. Schroeder for Springboro. He collides with Danny Pearl of Beavercreek. Puck shot in behind the net. Playing it there is netminder Howbolt for Morgan. Morgan to Schrader. On left wing, he'll chop it to center. J.J. Lehman dumps it right back in, and that's icing against Beavercreek. Of course, the Beavers riding a wave. They have were defeated early in the season twice, once by the PHA Prowlers in the Frozen Creek, and in their first meeting against Alter back in November. And since then, there was a tie down in Oxford with Talawanda, and other than that, the Beavers have been undefeated since early in the season. There's a shot from center, turned away by Duford. 6.5 to go in the period. Alex Elsner over the Panther line. It slid off his stick blade before he could pull the trigger on a shot. Carson Cox, pass at center. For Donahue. Back, there's a shot that's blocked on defense by Shearer. Beavers maintain possession, but now a whistle. I think the puck escaped the zone, and I think it's an offside against Beavercreek. Both teams change with a stoppage of play. 5:59 to go in the period. And Schroeder and Morgan and Murrow up front for Springboro. Hanson up front for the Beavers, along with Bush. Here's Bush. He has it poke checked away. Now puck stolen right in front. Bush a chance, a shot, and it's right off the edge of the mitt of Max Howbolt. Beavers let it go down the ice, and back to play it is Joe Martin. His pass at center intercepted. Here's Schroeder moving and centering pass, and that's deflected away. Back come the Beavers. Here's Hanson trying to center for Isaac Graham, but couldn't get his stick on it. Here's Schroeder. Check from behind into the boards by Hanson. The Springboro folks wanted a penalty as he was checked kind of face first into the boards. Here's Bush coming back the other way, fighting off a check. He rams into the net, knocks it off, and knocks it loose. And they check on Max Halbolt and Thomas Bush, and he and Max Halbolt, teammates on the Dayton Nugs. And Halbolt wanted a possible penalty on that play, but nothing called. Ryan Polcotti of the Panthers, he's pointing back to that check along the left wing wall a few moments ago. One of the Panther players going face first into the boards, but they rule that he was on his way falling down before that check. Here is Wells. Wells has it swept away. Now Shearer checked by Owen Huff. Shearer still has it. Crosses over the left wing. Over the Beaver line for Noble. Puck shot back to center. After it's Shearer, he's over the Beavercreek line. Shearer behind the Beaver net. Being checked by Lehman. Puck shot back in the corner for Shearer. He's checked into the boards by Lehman. Lehman knocks another Panther player flying. So J.J. Lehman, there's a shot on goal. Save Duford. He'll cover it. J.J. Lehman throwing some weight around in this first period. Clock stopped, 3:54 to go, first period. Beavers scored first, or check that, Springboro scored first. It was Tristan Schroeder. And then Owen Huff with a wrist shot to tie it for the Beavers. From the face-off in the Beavercreek zone. Shot from the right point. Wide of the mark. Schroeder holds it in for the Panthers. Shooting behind the net. Wraps around to the right wing corner. Picked up there by Murrow. He lost it to center ice. Here's Thomas Bush the other way. Bush checked by Murrow. Murrow and Bush. Now Schroeder fighting for it along the boards. Coming away with it, Bush. Bush trying to work in front, and his shot is blocked off the stick of Liam Hatton. And that will result in a face-off. 3:14 to go in the period. A.J. DeRosa waiting to take the face-off for Springboro against Beavercreek's Riley Hanson. From the draw, Hanson backhands it in front. It's loose. Now chopped to the corner by Morgan rather. DeRosa trying to carry out. He has it stripped away by Bush, trying to work in front. A shot kicked out by Halbolt. Great save by Halbolt to rob Thomas Bush. There's Tristan Schroeder. He lost the puck behind him. Puck still loose at center. Now Shearer for Springboro in his own zone starts out. 2.5 to go in the period. 1-1 the score. Shearer trying to work in front, and he lost it. Puck shot back into the Beaver zone. Polcotti clears up to DeRosa. DeRosa enters neutral ice, and he'll slide it in the Beaver zone. Back is Joe Martin. Martin trying to shoot it ahead to center. It's a foot race. After it was Donahue, but Shearer is able to get it out of his own zone. Pass at center for Garris off his stick. There's a Beaver player that gets checked into the boards. He was flat on his back. Here comes Baber. Baber trying to put it on net and Duford out of the crease to cover. 1:36 to go in the first period. Both teams change lines with a stoppage of play. Face-off will be in the left wing circle of the Beavercreek zone. Senior A.J. DeRosa will take the face-off again for the Panthers against Riley Hansen. Beavers control from the draw. Puck shot back to the center red line. Panthers dump back in the Beaver zone. Down to 1:15 to go in the period. Puck just meandering around at center ice. Now it's Murrow who will try to clear into the Beaver zone. There's a shot saved by Duford. There's two players collide behind the Beaver net. Shot right to the side of the Beavercreek cage, and it's covered by Duford. 50 seconds to go in the period. One of our first trips here to South Metro, they played the Mayor's Cup here back in November, but since then the Beavers have not been out here to Centerville. There's a shot, loose puck, cleared to center ice, back to the red line. There's a shot just wide of the mark by the Beavers' Donahue. Beavers trying to get the puck away. Here's a shot. Elsner scores! Alex Elsner steals the puck. The Panthers unable to clear it. And Elsner very deftly is able to steal it, walk into the slot, and he whistles a wrist shot past Halbolt. And the Beavers lead it 2-1, and for the Roadrunner, that is goal number 20 of the season. So Alex Elsner hits the magic 20 goal mark for the season. The Beavers now take their first lead of the game at 2-1. 15 seconds left in the period. There's a puck centered, and it's broken up by Polcati. Owen Huff got the assist on the Elsner goal. Second point of the game for Huff. There's a centering pass just too far in front of Joey Donahue to get a tip on, and the buzzer sounds the end of the period. So after one, the Beavers lead the Springboro Panthers 2-1. And going back over the scoring real quick, they won't resurface the ice until the second period, the end of the second period. Hey, bro, how's it going? The Panthers were on the board first. Tristan Schroeder, assisted by A.J. DeRosa. Then two unanswered goals by the Beavers. Owen Huff. For Owen is goal number 5 of the year, unassisted. And then right at the end of the period, Alex Elsner, goal number 20, assisted by Owen Huff. So Owen Huff, 2 points tonight, as he is in on both Beaver goals. We'll wait and get some shot on goal stats. I'm sure that the Beavers were well ahead in shots on goal in that first period, as Max Halbolt had to make several really big saves.
10, Creek 8.
Oh, okay. So 10-8, the Beavers out shooting Springboro. They're back to live action, and there's a shot on net. Benny Dufour down, sitting right on the seat of his pants, and he's able to keep the puck out.
Our website.
We need one of the posters.
Moreau drops it back to the right point, shot high and wide by the Panthers. We're back to live action right away. Again, they'll do an ice cut after. Here's Dufour, had to lunge across the crease. Fanning on a shot was Schroeder. Here's Thomas Bush trying to get on the action. A shot and a save by Halbolt. No.
Yeah, he got it. I grabbed your phone and showed you.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks.
Face off back after Halbolt covered that shot. Face off back in the Panther zone. Carson Cox is shot wide. 1 minute into period number 2. Beavers already on the board in the second period, leading it, or correction, that's it's still 2-1.
So just at the intermission, we're going to have one of the seniors up here to
Oh, okay.
do an interview. So probably the manager, I think.
Okay. Face off after the icing back in the Beaver zone. Here is Garris. Drops it back to the point. Shot wide by the Panthers' Shearer. Here come the Beavers. There's a shot wide by Elsner. 2-1, Beavercreek and the White Sweaters lead. There's a shot on goal, and that's swallowed up by Max Halbolt. We have our chat open.
We do. I don't know if we have anybody.
Anybody wants to say hello tonight?
No comments.
Give us a shout on our chat line on your YouTube screen. Riley Hansen wins the draw back for Bush. Bush checked in the boards by DeRosa. Centers it. It carries all the way to the left wing boards. Back come the Panthers the other way. Here come the Panthers. Behind the net is Schroeder. Schroeder, right wing circle, lines it up. Shot, save, but a whistle. As the goal had come loose, and that was before Shearer or Schroeder took his shot. Looks like referee Bill Peck, the long arm of the law, is squirting some water down around the base of the goalpost to try to freeze it so it won't come loose again. That's the second time that's come loose. Two minutes into the second period, Beavers leading it 2-1. Max Howbolt behind his own net for the Panthers. Has it taken away. Riley Hansen spins and shoots for the Beavers, and that's broken up. Now for Beavercreek, Isaac Graham. Rink wide pass, Joe Martin. Martin flips it to center. Taken away by the Panthers and shot back into the Beaver zone. Here's Dabrowski for Springboro. He drops it back to the point. Now back to Dabrowski, back to the point. Centering pass, and it's too far behind Wells. Wells was being tied up at and unable to get a stick on that pass. Here's Thomas Bush for Beavercreek, trying to stick handle around in front. Now back behind the net. Bush trying to make a play. Trying to wrap it around. He's going to pull the trigger. And that's blocked wide. I'm not sure if Howbolt got a piece of that or not. Bush again. Along left wing. Into the corner. Centering. And that's off a stick down the ice into the Beaver zone. Back to track it for Beavercreek. J.J. Lehman. Pass at center. Hansen off a stick. Panthers get it back, but not for long. Here's Martin. Backhand pass at center. Intercepted. And as Dabrowski of Springboro tried to walk in toward the Beaver net, the play is whistled down offside at the Beavercreek blue line. 11:12 to go, second period. I'm told we'll have a guest, one of the Beaver team managers. Kenzie Lutz will be our guest at the second intermission. She's a senior team manager this year, one of the young ladies who is the team managers. They help the coaching staff with various tasks. Carson Cox for Lehman. Lehman passed through the skates of Donahue, picked up by Alex Elsner. Elsner trying to move in. Check from behind. Cox holds it in. Shot. And that's wide. Joey Donahue for the Beavers. Donahue drops it back to Cox. His shot. And the save by Howbolt. Puck centered again now back at the center point. Cox sends it in front. And it deflects to the corner. Beavers putting on pressure. Now back come the Panthers. Shot saved by Benny on Garris. DeFord scoops that up on a short hop. 10:07 to go in the period. Hansen versus DeRosa. And now one of the corner boards or something was loose. One of the Alder Knights contingent was helping the referee tend to that. Shot straight from the face-off. Save DeFord. Puck still loose. Panthers chuck it in behind the net. Murrow centers. And it's broken up before one of the Panthers, Tristan Schroeder, could get to it. Back is Blake Morgan. Morgan checked. Thomas Bush, he's checked hard to the ice as he tried to move in on the Panther net. 9.5 to go in the period. 2-1 Beavercreek. Shot, Bush, save, Howbolt. Howbolt holds on to it for a face-off. DeRosa and Hansen again square off. Back come the Panthers. Schroeder trying to move in. Shot kicked out by Duford. Rebound Cox up ahead. Cox to Hanson, left wing. Bush over the Panther line. Bush trying to stick handle in front. And Howbolt is able to cover it. And those two teammates on the Dayton Nugs, the preseason and postseason, basically practice teams.
Michaela Smith says we're grateful for all you do for Beavercreek hockey.
Oh, thank you very much. We heard from Michaela Smith, who played on the Beaver team last year. And she sends her well wishes to us. We send those right back to Michaela. I understand that she's playing a couple other different sports this year after playing hockey last season. So hello to Michaela. Now back come the Panthers. Shot save as Ryan Polcotti put it on net, and Duford will cover it. 8:36 to play in the period. Sterling Dabrowski against Alex Elsner. J.J. Lehman trying to shovel it ahead. It's kept alive for the Panthers by Wells, but now Elsner steals it away. Elsner up ahead, Donahue. Donahue across center into the Panther zone. He stops on right wing, tries to throw the puck in front. Now it deflects off to the left wing side. Here's Carson Cox's shot from the left point is deflected wide. Puck rimmed around to the left wing. Panthers trying to come out. We haven't had any scoring in this second period. Panthers open the scoring, and the Beavers 2 unanswered goals. Here's Alex Elsner trying to back it in front, trying to flip it right in front of the cage. It kicks out to the left point. Cox's shot. And that deflects to the right wing side, and the pass back to the right point escapes back into the Beaver zone. Lehman. Oh! Yikes. Lehman trying to throw it up to Cox, but it was off a skate or a stick and right in on net, and Duford had to, that was almost friendly fire, as he had to cover that. So Beavers escape what could have been a embarrassing little mishap and remain ahead 2-1. Now here's another almost giveaway by the Beavers in their own zone. That's something they have to minimize, or giveaways in your own zone, because that's nothing but trouble. Carson Cox gives it away. And here was a centering pass, and my goodness, they're lucky as all get out right there. Duford lays down and covers it, but man, oh man, oh manny. Schroeder and DeRosa, they could have scored 2 or 3 times on that sequence, as that the goal was wide open and they just couldn't get their stick blade on it. But yow, Beavers dodge a big bullet right there. There's a centering pass off the side of the net. Duford covering the puck as Garris and Baber prod at it. .6:28 to go in the period. Well, if the Beavers win by 1 goal, we'll remember that little sequence right there where the puck was loose right in front of the net with 2 Panthers right in front of it and a wide open net, and they were unable to chip it in. There's a shot, and it's off the mitt of Duford, deflected just wide. Now Thomas Bush, he's being harassed by Hatton. Bush in the corner. Escapes a check from Garris. Now here's Bush again. Now gets it checked away. Puck loose at the red line. It's Riley Hansen as the Beavers reset on offense. Bush checked into the boards by 2 Panthers, and it looked like they got the worst for it because one of them actually almost wound up over the boards. That was Peyton Baber. But Baber okay. And we have a check behind the back penalty on the Panthers. That's a 5-minute major. So Bush was run into the boards by 2 Panthers, and one of them, I don't think it was Baber, it was the other Panther that was the offending party. So big chance for the Beavers to increase their lead. There's a shot on net, saved by Max Howbolt. 5:26 to go in the period, and the Beavers will have a face-off or a power play up to about a half minute left in the frame. First power play of the game for either team, but back come the Panthers. Here's Schroeder, a shot, save, rebound loose again, and again before the save as he slides across the top of the crease. And again, the Panthers just missing a chance at an open net. Schroeder not quite able to catch up to the puck as Duford was caught on the left side post. He was able to slide across to cover Schroeder's shot, but Schroeder had a moment there, but couldn't quite catch up to it in time to get a shot at the open side of the net. Panthers just missing in this period a couple, 2 or 3 times. Cox slides it in for Bush. Bush in the corner. Bush behind the Panther net. Beavers trying to set things up on a man advantage. Bush trying to stick handle in front. Bush spins, shoots, and that's deflected wide and cleared away by the Panthers penalty killing unit. The Beavercreek Beavers, incidentally, courtesy of Josh Cox. I've got some stats here. Their power play at 30%, which is very good. Beavers set things up. Puck centered again, and it's through the slot area, untouched. Beavers still control in the Panther zone. Now a puck kicks away, and almost a chance for the Panthers to break out. After the puck is Sterling Dabrowski. Dabrowski in the Beaver zone, short-handed, looking to center. It's off the side of the net and to center ice. 3.5 to go in the period, 2:50 to go in the penalty. There's a shot from center that's well wide by Springboro. Thomas Bush looking to start out. He's got Donahue and Elsner with him. Centers to Elsner. Shot! And he scores! Alex Elsner is second of the game and 21st of the season. Power play goal, and the Beavers now lead it 3-1. Bush will get an assist on that. We'll see if there are any other assists on it. And of course, because that penalty was a 5-minute major, the balance of that penalty or power play does not expire. When you have a minor penalty, when the power play team scores, then the rest of the power play is canceled. But in the event of a major penalty, the power play continues despite however many goals they might score. So Beavers still on the one-man advantage. Shot, save, rebound, and they score! And I think that was J.J. Lehman, on a backhander. Oh, Riley, okay, 9 instead of 6, okay.
The last goal was 15 from 4 and 20.
4 and 20.
Elsner from Bush and Cox.
Okay. And this second power play goal scored by Riley Hansen. And for the Cobra, that is Riley's 16th goal of the season. Power play continues. Beavers now lead it 4-1. 2 goals on this power play. Now here's Riley Hansen up ahead. Cox passed too far ahead of Huff. Long shot from center by the Panthers, saved by Duford. Thomas Bush across center. Bush looking to get on the act. Pass intended for Donahue, and the slot is broken up and cleared away. Duford for behind the net for Hansen. Springboro Panthers need to get on the board if they're going to stay in this one. Beavers still on a power play for another minute. Huff falls down and gives an opportunity for the Panthers to clear. Oh, and the puck squirts away from Duford very precariously, but Benny able to reach back and sweep it out of the crease. Pass intended for Elsner. He didn't see it, and it's going to be icing against the Beavers. Beavers have outscored the Panthers 2-0 this period. There's been a couple, 2 or 3 nervous moments though. But the Beavers able to keep it out of the net in this period. Panthers led at 1-0. And now the Beavers 2 in the first and 2 here in the second. One minute left to go in the second period. 20 seconds left in the Beaver major power play, in which they've scored 2 goals. Donahue, left point. Cox shooting. And Howbolt the save. And through the traffic of players in front, he was able to see it. 11 seconds left in the power play. Beavers have another chance to try to tack another goal on. From the draw, lining it up. Bush, shot, and it deflects wide. I don't know if Howbolt got a piece of that one or not, but it deflected wide. He was looking for it shoulder high, and it deflected off to his side. Now penalty killed off, half a minute to go in the period. There's a couple of players tangled up in the corner, right wing corner of the Panther zone. 15 seconds left to go in the period. Donahue flips it to center for Hansen. Chance for one more shot. And the buzzer sounds the end of the second period. Well, a critical 5-minute major
For the second period.
Okay. Critical 5-minute penalty, major penalty. That was 15 to 12.
Yes, Beavercreek 13 and Springboro 12.
13-12. Okay. So that 5-minute major penalty gave the Beavers a chance to score not one but two power play goals. They outshoot the Panthers 13-12 in the period. For the game, the Beavers outshooting Springboro 23-20. But more importantly, on the scoreboard, the Beavers now with a commanding 4-1 lead as we will head to the third period.
Oh, yeah, her name, I wrote down her name right there, Kenzie.
Yeah.
Kenzie Lutz.
Again, the scoring summary. First period, Tristan Schroeder from A.J. DeRosa. And the Panthers led 1-0. Owen Huff unassisted, and Alex Elsner assisted by Owen Huff in the first period. And then two power play goals. Riley Hansen and Alex Elsner in that second period.
This is right behind you.
And after two, the Beavers lead the Panthers 4-1. Hello there.
Hi.
Let's see. Let me get some cord here. All right. We're pleased to have with us Kenzie Lutz. Nice to meet you, Kenzie. Kenzie is a senior team manager for the Beavers this season. And so, Kenzie, first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself. Are you originally from Beavercreek?
Yeah, I've been living here for like a good 15 years. I lived in England before here, and then we moved here when I was young. So I've been here a while.
So, Air Force?
Yeah, my dad was in the Air Force.
Where in England?
Lakenheath. It's near Cambridge.
Okay, I don't know. I have no idea. So you don't really remember that?
No, not at all.
So what moved you to get involved with Beavercreek hockey this season?
What was that? I'm sorry.
What moved you to get involved with the Beaver hockey team this season?
So Abby asked me, and I had been to a couple hockey games before, and so I was like, sure, I'll do it. And I'm really glad that I did, because hockey is like the first sport that I've kind of really enjoyed watching, and I'm like excited to come to every game, and I'm excited to watch the practices. I really like it.
And you're referring to Abby Shivelbein, one of the other managers.
Abby, yeah.
And so have you done any ice skating or anything yourself?
I've ice skated a few times, but it's basically just me falling and like holding onto the wall. I'm not very good at it.
I know I would need one of those walkers. Okay, well, tell us, so you're a senior, so what are your future plans now? Are you planning on going to college next year?
I am. So one of the schools that I want to attend is called Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. It's in Daytona, Florida. I want to become a pilot, and it's a really good school for that. And I got accepted, which is really good. And then I'm also considering University of North Dakota. They also have a really good flight program, so I'm looking into both of those.
Now, Embry-Riddle, they used to have one in Fairborn, didn't they? They used to have one in a strip mall across from Kruger, but I don't think it's there anymore. But so, are you planning on doing the Air Force thing, or just try to become like a commercial pilot, or?
Just a commercial pilot, yeah. I don't really have any interest in the military, so.
And as far as what type of planes would you like to fly? Like passenger jets, or
Just like commercial passenger jets, yeah.
Not crop dusters?
No.
Okay. Well, you got me. I wouldn't want to try to be piloting any great big giant airliner. I would be, But so you've done some flying then, as far as you've been a passenger?
Yeah, yeah. I went up in like a smaller plane with someone that my mom works with, and it was really cool to see. And then this Wednesday, I'm doing like a flight simulator thing, so that's exciting. But I haven't had that much experience. So.
And you said North Dakota was one of them. Have you been over there?
No, I'm supposed to visit like next month to see what it's like, but it's going to be freezing. The roads are probably going to be awful because it's all snowy. So my dad wants to wait out until April so that I can actually like enjoy it, but probably won't get to. So
that's the Badlands over there. You don't want to get stuck out there in the snow.
Yeah.
Well, tell us about your last year at Beavercreek High. What have been some of your favorite subjects? How's your senior season gone for you?
It's going good. It's definitely been a busy year. I have tennis and lacrosse that I play as well, and then just with like all the scholarship applications, college applications, it's been a lot, but like I've really enjoyed taking like painting classes and drawing classes now that I've gotten most of my credits out of the way. So it's kind of calm school-wise, but there's a lot to do outside of school.
I remember my senior year in high school, which was I think about 80 or 90 years ago is what it seems like. Actually, it was 1984, but the second half of the year just seemed like, you were just, breezing through.
I'm ready to graduate, so it can't come sooner.
And do you have any siblings, brothers or sisters?
I have a brother. He graduated 2 years ago. His name's Cade. He goes to the University of Kentucky.
Does he have anything to do with hockey or anything?
Not at all. He played lacrosse and football, so.
Now, lacrosse, that's something that was not around when I was in school. I mean, it was around like the Indians were playing it 200 years ago. But as far as school-wise, there wasn't any lacrosse that I can remember. But that's a sport that's certainly kind of similar as far as hockey-wise, in that you got your net there. You're trying to get the puck in front, in the area in front, and try to get it in. What position do you play in lacrosse?
I've played attack the past couple of years, but I want to try out defense and see if I can do well at it this year. So that's probably what I'm going to be playing.
Do you think you'll have an opportunity to do that in college?
I don't really want to play in college. I enjoy it as a high school sport, but it's nothing that I would want to like continue seriously.
Okay. And what are your thoughts? What have been some of your favorite moments, if you can kind of put you on the spot? But this season so far now, we've got a long way to go. I mean, there's only a month left, but there's a lot of tournament play left to go. But any favorite moments this season that you can think of?
Probably the Mayor's Cup when we were against Alter as the final game, just because we have such like a big fight against Alter every single time that we play.
Don't say that too loud.
Sorry.
Kevin Berry is right there. Kevin, this young lady is one of our managers. This is Alter coach Kevin Berry. Who? I asked her what are her favorite moments this season. She said, "Oh, our fights against Alter." I said, "Don't say that too loud with that guy standing here." Thanks, Kevin. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, Kenzie, we appreciate you joining us.
Thank you.
And we hope to see you. We'll see you around the rink, and hope to see you. Sometime if you get a chance to come back to town and attend one of the games. Make sure you say hello to everybody. So.
Awesome. Sounds good. It was nice. Thank you for having me.
Thanks, Kenzie. Okay, that's Kenzie Lutz, one of our senior team managers for the Beavercreek Beavers this season, and we are in the second intermission. The Panthers of Springboro against the Beavers. The Beavers lead it 4-1. Beavercreek scoring 4 unanswered goals after the Panthers. Tristan Schroeder got the scoring underway very early in the first period. Schroeder scored within the first minute and a half. Then later in the period, Owen Huff scored, and then Alex Elsner right before the end of the period. And then in the second, what really was a disastrous major penalty for the Panthers that gave the Beavers a 5-minute power play in which they scored 2 power play goals one by Elsner, one by Hansen. And hey, Jeff, that Riley Hansen goal, what was the assist on that one? The last one. Oh, didn't get it? Oh, okay. Okay. So, but those two goals, both power play goals on that last major penalty on the Panthers, which really proved disastrous for Springboro's chances tonight. So they are going to be looking to try to get on the board right away to have a chance to come back, as the Beavers lead it now 4-1. Taking a look at some of our sponsors. We have any chats? Any chats, Jeff? Any chats?
No, I just checked.
Oh, nothing. Okay.
They're quiet tonight. I don't know.
Yeah, everybody's quiet. If anybody has anything to say, want to say hello, or the weather is snowy here in Southwest Ohio. Tell us what the weather is like where you're in your neck of the woods. We have people in several different parts of the country. Or you just want to say hi or say, hey, go a certain player that you're related to or you're following. Did we get anybody? Uncle Jan is not with us tonight. Uncle Jan Huff. Hey, I tell you what, Uncle Jan, if you see this later or something, Owen having a heck of a night. Owen scoring a goal and assisting on a goal. So Owen Huff having a big night. So if Uncle Jan joins us later, that first period, especially for Owen, was a big one. Well, folks, if you are looking for some pizza tonight and you live in the East Dayton area, then you'll want to stop at 1101 Wayne Avenue and Dayton's Original Pizza Factory with our pal Bill Daniels, who we saw earlier here tonight. He was in attendance here at South Metro Sportsplex. Award-winning pizza and also a wide selection of salads and subs. And you'll definitely want to give Bill Daniels a call. Dayton's Original Pizza Factory, 937, easy number 224-4477. So 2244477, and order a pizza from Dayton's Original Pizza Factory. And another sponsor this season of Beavercreek Hockey, TJ Awards Company. TJ Awards at 3792 Dayton Xenia Road in Beavercreek. They've got trophies, plaques, ribbons, crystal awards, acrylic awards, medals. So it could be, you might be a school teacher that's wanting to give a student an award, or you could be a sales manager that wants to give one of your sales representatives an award. You could have be the coach of a little league ball team or a pee-wee football team, and you want to give out some awards or ribbons. Then stop into TJ Awards Company on Dayton Xenia Road in Beavercreek. And also, we always want to also say hello to some of our individual private sponsors of Beavercreek Beaver Hockey, the Shuttleworth family, Joel Luker, and the Sondergelt family. We appreciate all of everybody's support. It takes a lot every year to keep the program going, and so we appreciate all the support from all of our sponsors of Beavercreek Hockey year in, year out, and as we've continued on again in what has been one of the most successful seasons that the Beaver hockey program has ever had to date. Of course, that final determination will be how they do in postseason play, but as far as wins and loss wise, this season has been hard to beat as far as the history of Beavercreek high school hockey, as the Beavers trying to move their record up to 19-2-1 if they can hold on tonight against the Panthers. Certainly one of the finer records that the Beavercreek Beaver program has ever had. And this program instituted back in 1997.
Apparently Greedy Kim is calling off the divorce.
Yeah, oh, we've got some social news. Jeff Duford has passed along that Kim Kardashian has apparently called off her divorce. That's there's $3 billion at stake, according to OK Magazine. Matthew Perry destroyed. Can he be saved?
What is the date on that? Only a year ago.
Oh, it's a year ago. Okay, never mind. That $3 billion is already spoken for.
She didn't call off the divorce.
And the new reality show In Crisis. My gosh. We need a reality show. We should have a reality show.
We can have a social second.
We can have a reality show that follows us as we try to get the game on. We try to get everything going.
That's right.
Everything like tonight. I'm running late. I miss my turn. Then Jeff, you didn't have it on public earlier. You sent out a message that nobody could hear.
Yeah. So Nancy Jesby says hi from Rochester.
Oh,
She's watching the outstanding Beavers and grandson Ben. Enjoyed the play-by-play and great camera work.
great camera work by Cherie Champagne.
That night about 2 months ago.
Chief videographer, Cherie Champagne. She's got and that was thanks from Nancy from Minnesota. What's the weather like in Minnesota, by the way?
It's cold.
It's cold. I told her earlier we have a couple inches of snow, which up there is a flurry. Okay, we're underway. I'm back on my feet, ready for action. Thomas Bush, he lost the handle to center. He'll have to chase it back down. 4-1, Beavers lead it. Here's Riley Hansen trying to center the puck. It goes through Danny Pearl as he cut into the slot. Pearl checked down to the ice by DeRosa. Puck still at the Panther line. DeRosa scoops around and picks it up, and he carries over the Beaver line. Panthers need to get on the board. There's a shot, save Duford. DeRosa another shot. Beavercreek in the white sweaters, black trunks lead at 4-1. Hansen shot, gloved by Halbolt. And Max, number 35, will hold on to it. Again, these two teams met back in the Mayor's Cup in November. Beavers won that one 4-0, and now lead at 4-0 in this game. They lead at 4-1 in this game. They won it 4-0 back in November. Shot, save, rebound, loose, Phil Loose, they score! And for Alex Elsner, the hat trick. Oh, no goal. Okay. What happened?
I don't know if he lost sight of it or what. Yeah.
Okay, so goal waved off. And now the referee having a word with Coach Gutterman. Greg's here tonight, right? So I don't know if the net came loose or what, or if they just lost sight of the puck. So no goal. The score remains 4-1. Elsner, another shot. And Halbolt had to cover that one. So Alex Elsner almost had a hat trick. Does Alex have any this year?
At least one.
Now back the other way comes Schroeder. And it looks like J.J. Lehman was down for a moment. He's back on his feet. 2 minutes into the third period, Beavers lead at 4-1. They just scored, but it was waved off for some reason. Delayed penalty on Springboro. As Morgan, the puck hits off of him. There's a tripping minor called, and that is going to be on Murrow of Springboro. Johnny Murrow.
29.
Yeah. 2-minute minor penalty. Beavers, who have 2 power play goals in this game already, they come into the game 30% on the season. So that percentage has moved up after those 2 power play goals earlier. Bush, shot, sliding block by Polcotti. Puck still loose. Elsner centers. It's loose. They score! Joey Donahue. Another power play goal. 3rd one of the game for the Beavers, and now they lead it 5-1. And for Joey Donahue, that is 26th goal of the season. We'll see. Elsner, I think, got one of the assists, but we'll confirm everything in just a moment. Bush, shot wide. Here's Bush trying to work around, centering too far in front of Hansen.
22 from 15.
So it was Elsner on the assist. Another shot, stick save, Haubolt. Bush trying to wrap around to the right wing side. Beaver team captain, checked by Polcotti. Loose puck, Dabrowski. He flips it, not out. Beavers hold in. Now Polcotti collects the stray puck and starts to center ice. For Springboro, he'll shoot in behind the Beaver zone, behind the Beaver net. 11:40 to go in the period and in regulation time. Bush around Polcotti, spins, shoots. It's blocked by a teammate. That was Jake Suda, as Bush put it right into Suda's breadbasket. Puck cleared away. Benny Duford holds up his hand to signify that it'll be icing, and it is against Springboro. So we'll take the face-off back in the Panther zone nearest to us. Max Haubolt with his back to us. In net for the Panthers. He's made several really great saves tonight, but yet finds himself trailing 5-1. And now the glass has fallen out off of one of the left wing boards.
Oh no, they're sliding it back in.
They're,
It came off.
okay, the glass came off, and now they're sliding it back in. And now one of the rink staff are going over with an electric drill. Well, we saw one of the boards coming apart here over in this corner earlier.
The door for the Zamboni wouldn't close all the way. I think it wasn't.
Oh, okay. Now they're getting things situated. Clock stopped, 11:17 to go. Let's talk about none other than, I put my sponsor packet away prematurely. We want to talk about Rhonda Chambal, who doesn't just sponsor Beavercreek hockey, but she sponsors the Dayton Stealth as well. Rhonda Chambal, it's spelled Chambal. Listen to Rhonda's credentials, and she's an Iron Gate realtor, top 5 individual agents in Ohio and units sold in the last 3 years. President's Club in the Ohio Association of Realtors. Top producing agent in Beavercreek for the last 12 years. Top 1% of all realtors in the Dayton metro area for the past 11 years. Dayton Area Board of Realtors Rookie of the Year in 2010. And again, she sponsors both Beavercreek hockey and Dayton Stealth hockey. So you want to call Rhonda Chambal, 776-8432, Iron Gate Realty. Now the teams are going out to, are they going to warm up? What's happening? Do you know what's going on, Jeff? Oh, okay, they're just going to stay loose. Okay. Well, so they're still trying to get the get that pane of glass, or what do you call it? I don't call it a pane. But let's talk about Cold Beer and Cheeseburgers Bar and Grill. You can, it's called CBCB on the sign, but that stands for Cold Beer and Cheeseburgers. And that's located at 2495 Commons Boulevard, number A1. And it's a little strip mall on Commons Boulevard. They've got starters and salads. Also breakfast. They've got breakfast as well as burgers and wings, dinners and kids meals, pizza and subs. Happy hour every weekday, 3 to 7 p.m.
They're his favorite. I think they must be the most comfortable.
That's Cold Beer and Cheeseburger Bar and Grill in Beavercreek.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If you need, you live in the North Dayton area and you have some insurance needs, you want to visit State Farm agent David Yenny, who is a sponsor again this season of Beavers hockey, located at 230 James Bohannon Drive, James Bohannon Drive in good old Vandalia, home of the Dayton International Airport. David Yenny, that's spelled Y-E-N-N-E-Y. Auto, home insurance, property, business, life, health, even pet insurance. And also, David Yenny handles banking, mutual funds, and annuities. So you want to stop by and see State Farm agent David Yenny, 230 James Bohannon Drive in Vandalia, like a good neighbor. State Farm agent David Yenny is there. Looking at the big games this weekend, so we're waiting for our Cincinnati Bengals coming up on Sunday afternoon against Kansas City's Chiefs. Go by and watch the game at Milano's Pizza, Subs, and Taps, located at Fairfield Place Shopping Center on North Fairfield Road, Beavercreek, right there at the Kemp and Fairfield intersection. Homemade, handmade dough underpins the pizzas and the sandwiches in this Jersey-style hangout with craft beer. So whether you want to stick tradition or try something new, Milano's menu has you covered. From award-winning pizza and classic sub sandwiches or gluten-free options, dining in with family and friends is sure to leave you satisfied. Or if you're on the go, you can do carry out and some areas delivery as well. And believe me, I frequent Milano's very often. I've even run into Beavercreek High head coach Greg Gutterman and his lovely wife Leslie and some friends a couple of different times we run into each other at Milano's in Beavercreek. So a great place to watch a game or have a party. Milano's Pizza and Subs and Taps in Beavercreek. Well, we're getting ready to go, folks. Looks like the glass has been repaired, the plexiglass. And we're getting ready to set things back up. A.J. DeRosa against Riley Hansen. Hansen wins the face-off for Beavercreek. We're back to action. 11:11 to go in regulation. Beavercreek in the white sweaters, black trunks against the Purple Panthers. The Beavers lead at 5-1. Just fanning on a shot for the Beavers was, who was that? Patrick Curran. Patrick Curran seen some action. He had a chance on a centering pass, but that's tough to come in. Haven't played all game and then be ready for a quick centering pass right off the bat. But 10.5 to go now. I imagine Coach Gutterman will get some of the young players in this third period, since the Beavers have to turn right around and play tomorrow at 5 o'clock against Troy. And with this game pretty much in hand at this point, I imagine we'll see some of the younger players. There's a shot by DeRosa. Thomas is out?
He might be.
Oh, okay.
Off the ice. I think he's having a problem with that. He might have a broken skate blade.
Okay.
He doesn't have backup blades.
Jeff tells me that Thomas Bush might be done for the evening just because of a broken skate blade.
The way he was skating, it looked like he couldn't get on one skate.
Puck shot in behind the Panther net. Howbolt sets it up for Polcati. Polcati now right wing corner. Trying to clear. It's held in by Cox. Now after it is Elsner. He's hip checked by Garris. And a whistle. 9:08 to go in this one. Is it 5 or 5:30 tomorrow? 5:30? Okay. 5:30 Eastern time tomorrow afternoon from Troy, Ohio, north of Dayton. It'll be the Beavers and the Trojans in swashel action. Here's a puck stripped away from Schroeder by Hansen. Shot steered away to the corner by Howbolt. Riley Hansen works around a check, moves in, now behind the net, and tried to flip it in front, but it's deflected away by DeRosa of Springboro. Panthers have it in their own zone. Schroeder chips it ahead for DeRosa. DeRosa Checked by Cox. Carson Cox takes it away. Beavers start back out. Hanson shot blocked by Liam Hatton. Now Hanson is checked by the Panthers' DeRosa, and DeRosa falls into the net himself. He's all right. Net comes loose. They've had trouble with that one all evening.
Pete Compton says, "Go Creek."
Who?
Pete Compton.
Pete
Compton.
Compton. Pete Compton
Says, "Go Creek."
says, "Go Creek." Hello, Pete. Nice to hear from you tonight. Loose puck picked up for the Panthers by Noble. And Noble lost the handle. Noble gets it back. Noble drops it back to the left point. Puck volleyed around by several players. Now it's Shearer who slides it in behind the Beaver net. Panthers led at one time 1-0 early in the game, within the first minute and a half of the game. Been all Beavers ever since. $7:15 to go. Now we're past the midway point of this third period. Ryan Polcotte. Polcotte spelled P-O-H-L-K-O-T-T-E. Puck's shot to the side of the Beaver net, covered by Duford. Right at the 7-minute mark left in the period. Well, there's really good attendance tonight at South Metro, and we are in the mezzanine area behind the glass at one end of the rink, and there's quite a few folks up here, but also in the steel bleachers or aluminum bleachers along the left side of the rink. There's quite a few folks here on this Friday night. There's a shot, save, Duford. Schroeder tries to drop it back. It's intercepted. Back come the Beavers. And it is Thomas Bush who's back, and he's checked by Morgan. Loose puck, Hanson. Hanson tied up. DeRosa for the Panthers. For Schroeder, shot in and out of the glove of Benny Duford at the other end of the rink. Beavers take it away. There's Riley Hanson. He tries to drop it back to Bush. It's intercepted. Beavers get it back. Here comes Bush over the Panther line. And he's checked by Morgan. He tried to slip it right between Morgan's legs, I think, but Blake Morgan not having any of that. He takes it away. Now the Beavers' Danny Pearl is bumped off the puck behind the Panther net. Tristan Schroeder, the lone goal scorer of the evening for Springboro, carries back over the Beaver line. Schroeder ridden into the boards along the right wing side by Bush. 5.5 to go. Riley, or check that, Carson Cox chasing the puck down, and it's wrapped around inside instead by the Panthers. Picked up by Caleb Harris. Caleb Harris then has it taken away at center, picked up by Camden Garris. Garris' shot, save, Duford. There's Alex Elsner knocked down to the ice there in the right wing corner. Wind up in a blast by Shearer from the right point at the other end is deflected wide. 4.5 to go as we continue on. It's been a very quiet third period. Shot, save, Howbolt. One goal scored in this period. It was Joey Donahue. Alex Elsner thought he had a hat trick earlier as he slipped in a puck, but there had been a whistle. There's a shot. Stick save, Howbolt. Shearer lost it. Hansen fires, and a pad save by Max Howbolt. Puck shot again on goal, steered aside by the Borough netminder. Loose puck for Cam Garris of Springboro. Garris shoots in behind the Beaver net at the other end. Duford trying to cover the puck at the side of the net, and he does. Here's a couple of pushes and shoves. Now things are settled down. 3:42 to go. Anybody else say anything?
No, pretty quiet tonight. Calling off the divorce.
Yeah. Everybody's talking about the $1 billion divorce that was called off. That's where everybody's at. They're all looking to see if they can find out anything more on Kim. Although that magazine's a year old. 3:20 to go. Here come the Beavers. We're coming right at you. Here's Joey Donahue, shot off a stick blade of one of the Panthers. And way up high over the glass into the netting. Face off, Panther zone. 3:09 to go. Well, we certainly look forward to everybody joining us tomorrow evening from Troy, 5:30 Eastern Time, from the beautiful and iconic Hobart Arena, which has been home to several professional teams through the years. Here's Tristan Schroeder the other way. Tristan Schroeder, who scored the lone Panther goal. He tried to stuff one in again, but Duford keeps it out. Face off, right wing circle, Beaver zone. There's a puck poke checked away by Thomas Bush. He's going to move in. He's going to, he collides with teammate Mason Washburn, and he was essentially checked from behind by his teammate. I think Thomas was ready to put one in the net right there, but he and Mason Washburn tangle up. There's a shot at the other end, and Benny Duford to stop. Thomas was on one of his little patented stick handling that puck through the slot and ready to uncork a wrist shot. And more often than not, Thomas puts those in the net, but he and Mason Washburn collide. At the other end, it's Benny Duford gloving a Panther shot. 2:19 to go.
Right now we've got 33 shots for Beavercreek, and then Springboro has 28.
Beavers out shooting the Panthers so far, 33-28 for the game. For the Springboro Panthers, Blake Morgan, headmans for Peyton Baber. Baber at the Beaver line, rink-wide pass, it escapes to center ice, played by Liam Hatton. Hatton to Harris. Harris dumps it in. 1:45 to go. It was 2-1 Beavercreek after 1, 4-1 Beavercreek after 2, and they 1 goal here in the third, and that's where we stand. 5-1 Beavers. They're going to beat the Panthers for the second time this season. Max Halbolt almost falls into his net, trying to chase the puck down. Baber trying to clear the puck. Peyton Baber unable to get it out. Now Liam Hatton has it. Slides to center for Harris. Pass for Baber goes astray. 1 minute left in the game and in the third period. Alex Elsner trying to get around Shearer. Elsner flips it in front. Alex looking for that hat trick. .40 seconds to go. Puck shot in behind the Beaver net. Teams change on the fly. Thomas Bush. Thomas, one of the few times in the season that he's been shut out. He is on the score sheet with an assist. But for Thomas, for the team to score 5 times, and for team captain and sniper Thomas Bush to not be one of the goal scorers is rare occurrence. And if you told the Springboro coaching staff before the game that they would shut Thomas Bush out, Thomas with over 40 goals this season, they'd feel good about their chances. But then after that early goal in the first period, they've been unable to get back on the score sheet. Icing again against the Panthers. Again, the face-off with 12 seconds left in the Springboro zone nearest us. Circle to the right of Max Halbolt. DeRosa v. Donahue. From the draw, Mirad Konstantinidis tried to spin and get a shot off, but is broken up. And as Chris Shearer shoots to the blue line, the buzzer sounds the end of the game. Final score tonight at South Metro Sportsplex in Centerville, the Beavercreek Beavers 5. And the Springboro Panthers 1. Let's see, where's my pen? Where's my pen, Jeff? There it is. Okay, for the, let's see, third period, Beavers out shooting Springboro 11-10. And for the game, that's 34-30. So Beavers outshoot the Panthers for the game 34-30. Both teams now congratulating each other at center ice. And we will go over the scoring real quick, and then we'll finish with our 3 stars. First period, and early on it was Springboro's Tristan Schroeder. I'm not sure how they pronounce that, but we've been saying Schroeder all evening. Schroeder a goal. He was assisted by A.J. DeRosa, and it was 1-0 Springboro, and that's when the tide changed right after that. Owen Huff scored, and for Owen, that was his 5th goal of the season. Unassisted, it was 1-1. Alex Elsner then scored, and for Alex, it's goal number 20, assisted by Owen Huff, and it was 2-1 Beavers after 1. Second period, the defining moment of the game was a 5-minute major penalty in the late in the second period against the Panthers, which gave the Beavers a 5-minute power play. And the Beavers didn't disappoint. They scored twice on that major power play. The first goal by Alex Elsner, his second of the game, 21st of the season, assisted by Bush and Cox, and Riley Hansen scoring. We never did get the assist on that one from Riley. Oh.
We didn't ever got the.
Okay.
We got everything else though, which was really nice.
And that was a power play goal. And for Riley, that was. I'm trying to read the fine print here. For Riley, that was his 16th of the season. Yeah. Goal number 16 of the season. And then in the third period, it was Joey Donahue. And for Joey, that was his 26th of the season, and assisted by Alex Elsner. Well, let's try to figure the 3 stars tonight. Let's see here. Let's give the number 3 star. We'll go to Benny Duford. Benny stopping 29 of 30 shots tonight. And for Benny, in winning tonight, he goes to 13-2-1 on the season. And we'll give him the number 3 star of the game. Let's see, the number 2 star, let's give that to Owen Huff. Owen Huff, the number 2 star of the game. Owen scores a goal and gets an assist, 2 points tonight. And the number 1 star of the game with 2 goals. He almost got a third. It got taken away due to what maybe was a whistle by the ref, but he did get 2 goals tonight. Alex Elsner, 2 goals tonight. And also an assist, so 3 points tonight for Alex, and he's our number 1 star of the game. With
Beavercreek sits at 14 consecutive win. The old record is 12, so they've extended that with this game.
I'm told by stat liaison Jeff Duford that the Beavers' 14th consecutive win tonight. They have already beaten the old team record of 12. With the win tonight, the Beavers go to 19 wins, 2 losses, and 1 tie. This is a non-league game tonight, but they'll be back in Swashel play tomorrow evening against the Troy Trojans. The Beavers up in Hobart Arena in Troy for the first time this season. We always enjoyed going up there. It's such a nice place, so we look forward to being up there tomorrow afternoon, and we hope you'll join us again 5:30 Eastern Time at Hobart in Troy tomorrow. So, hard hat. What's a hard hat? Who do you think's a hard hat tonight, Jeff? What do you think? We have Carson.
Carson or Thomas. He didn't get a goal, but he worked hard.
Thomas. Okay, we'll give Thomas the hard hat award tonight. He did not score, but Thomas played a lot on defense tonight and was playing hard. Of course, Carson Cox is always also a very strong defensive effort. So, but we'll give the hitman the hard hat tonight. This time, hitman on defense, hitting instead of scoring. So okay, all right, folks. Speaking for Chief Videographer Cherie Champagne, who got a chat message tonight and congratulating her on her terrific camera work. So she gets a honorary star tonight. And of course, stat liaison and producer engineer Jeff Duford. This is Kent Jacobs again. The final score tonight: the Beavers 5 and the Springboro Panthers 1. Until tomorrow evening in Troy. Good night, everybody from South Metro in Centerville.